Hey Tara, I was thinking a lot about this Pala matter. And I'm not here to talk about the president or what the president actually has now done, which is to take the report on review, which I initially thought he would do anyways. Instead, here I want to talk about Parliament. I have been a member of Parliament on the 5th administration and for a little bit of the 6th and now on the 7th administration. When we were under the 5th administration, I can remember often, sometimes when the Speaker of the National Assembly would defend back then President Zuma. In fact, I had one-on-one meetings where sometimes they'd be like, no, in choosing the Inspector General, this needs to be a process, and it became heavily political. I was startled when I listened to an interview with a speaker in the 6th administration on the Pala matter, who said actually that the Secretary General of the ANC came and made a decision to say that they needed to vote on the review. Now, seriously, Parliament has been found by the Constitutional Court, not once, but twice, that it failed to execute its duty. Now, I have huge confidence in the Speaker of the National Assembly, currently in the 7th administration. But we should not be at the mercy of that. I would argue what's more important is to make sure that we have a speaker who resigns political office and political party when they become elected speaker. Either that, or we get a retired judge to become the Speaker of the National Assembly. This is so that when you set up panels to investigate whether someone should be impeached or whether it's wrongdoing on Section 89, they can produce reports that are legally defensible and are able to stand up to scrutiny. Secondly, this is to ensure that every decision that is made in the National Assembly isn't seen as partisan. But thirdly, it's so that the Speaker isn't sitting in caucus with the government so that the Secretary General of the party can come and tell the Speaker what to do. If our constitutional democracy is going to survive, we need to recognize that if it's the National Assembly that elects the president, the apex of accountability sits with the Speaker of the National Assembly. That's why that role is absolutely vital. Now is the time that we get right, so that future presidents will know that their accountability in the current electoral system sits with the Speaker. It's either that or we change how we elect the president. Either we directly vote for the president, in which case then the president is accountable to the people. Our mechanism makes the president accountable to the people through the representatives of the people in Parliament. I see the future, whatever happens with this Pala matter, which is going to be now marred in the politicization of the judiciary. What needs to in fact happen is we need to make sure that we get speakers who are independent. Failure to do so means we'll be in this movie over and over again. Much.